Hello and welcome back. It's puzzle time with Sudoku Sleuth, and today we're going to be playing One Night's Venture. Now, we are back with anti-night puzzles from Meggen033, and I'll be upfront about the fact because I'm recording this just before when I meant to post it, I went for a more approachable puzzle with 1-star difficulty rating. But to be fair, I usually play these puzzles as if they're 2-star, but I absolutely messed them up. Anyway, let's take a look at today's puzzle and rule sets, if I can find the right buttons, with One Night's Venture by Meggen033 and the following set of rules. Normal Sudoku, place the digits 1 to 9 once each in every row, every column of course, and every 3x3 box, so nothing unusual here. The grid is partially covered with fog. Correctly placing digits will clear the fog around that cell and no guessing is required. So if this cell is a 1, actually let's do it. If this cell is a 1, then obviously anything in the same row, column, or box won't be a 1. But also anything that is in chess knight's move away, that L shape, essentially these cells, am I doing this correct? I think I am, can't be 1s either. There you go. Now I'm doing it correctly. Because they're a chess knight's move away. Last but not least, digits in cages do not repeat and sum to the clue in the top left. So let's assume for a second these 3 cells are adding up to 9, because you can see they're drifting into the kind of the fog. So these 3 cells would have to add up to 9 and digits cannot repeat. Kind of obvious statement because they're in the same box row, but even if you have more twisted cages, that's not going to work. Right, as always, if you want to play along, link in the description down below for you to do so. With that said, I'm restarting the clock to see how I get on. Now, a bunch of these are forced. 2 cells is the only way you can get to 4. If it's 3 cells, you're at minimum of 6. Same for 5s. And in fact, here is chess knight now working. This cell cannot be 1 or 3. So this would have to be 2 or 4. This would have to be 1 or 3. These cells cannot be 1 or 3 here either because of Sudoku and chess knight. This is 2, 4. This is 1, 3. 1, 3 here at the top in column 5. This is 2, 4. This is 1, 3. I see coloring. This is going to be purple. This is going to be, well, this is going to be green. This is going to be blue. This is going to be green again. That's going to be purple. This is going to be yellow. I don't know what these are, although I probably need to figure out what they are. Right, 9 cage in 3 cells. And I picked this one because, you can see the 9 cage in here with the 2, 4. Actually, they're both interesting, but the 1 is probably the easier one. 3 ways to get to 9. 1, 2, 6, 1, 3, 5, 2, 3, 4. This clearly cannot be 1, 3, 5 because I cannot have 1 or 3, whichever purple is, in here, and I need both. So 1, 3 is off the table. Same in here, 2, 3, 4 is not going to work. So if it's, actually the fact that this is not 2, 3, 4 tells me there's a definite 1. And it has to be either 1, 2, 6 or 1, 3, 5. Now, depending on whether green or purple is 1, this is going to force this quite a bit. So either this is, if green is 1, this would be the 1. I would make this 4. That would make this 3. So I couldn't have that as 3. That would be the 3. That would be the 5 if it's 1, 3, 5. Could also be 1, 2, 6. Couldn't it? Because if that's the 1, that's the 4. That would be the 2, because that would be 3. That would be 2. That wouldn't be the 2. That would be the 2. That would be the 6. So that's one setup if this is 1. Obviously, it didn't have to be. That could have been the 1. So that would have been 3. And therefore, if it's 1, 3, 5, that would be 3. That would be 1. So that wouldn't be 1. That would be 1. It would be 3, 1, 5. If it is 3, of course, I could actually ignore all of that and have 1, 2, 6. Well, that would be the 1. If that's 3, that would be the 1. That would be the 2. I couldn't have 1, 2, 6. Never mind. Because that would see all of them. So this is always green. I mean, it's obviously it's a 1, 3, so, and you can see this purple, and therefore this is purple. Purple and yellow add up to 5. And this can't be purple. And this is not yellow. And then the question is whether this is purple or not, which it isn't. Right, if it's a 1, 3 pair, that would be purple. And then purple would be forced in here where it isn't, because it can see it with chess knight, Sudoku. Yes, purple is there. Therefore, this is not purple and couldn't have been a 1, 3 pair all along. Therefore, this is not 1, 3, and therefore this is 6, 6, 2, 1, 3, 2, 3, 1, 3, 2, 4, 1. Lovely. And that is probably enough to tell me what is going on in here. This is not 1, 3, 5. This is not 2, 3, 4 because it has no 3. It's a 1, 2, 6. 2 says this is 2. This is a 1, 6 pair. 3 is not here. 3 is in one of these two cells. Lovely. This 11 cage, no, this 7 cage is much easier. In fact, sorry, I'm suddenly like running a million miles an hour. 1, 2 tells me this is 1, 2, this is 3, 4. The 7 cage is probably what's going to help me with both of these 5s actually. Right, so 7 has to be 2 cells now, because if it's not 2 cells, as it is 3, let's say it's twisting round, it would have to be 1, 2, 4, which is impossible with all of these cells. So it's not 1, 6, it's not 3, 4, it has to be 2, 5, that's 2, that's 5, that 2 cells, that's 1, that's 4. This now has to be 3, 2, and this gives me the order. Lovely. That's our entire grid almost revealed now. And a couple of 11 cages to help us along. Actually, that 3 tells me 3 is in there. And then it's not 2, 9, it's not 3, 8. It could be 4, 7, and it could be 5, 6. Not 2, 9. If it's 3, it's 3, 8. It's not 4, 7, and it's not 5, 6. It's just 3, 8. Simple enough. Right. Bit of Sudoku maybe. 1s. Okay. 1s. Yeah, 1. Surely I can resolve this. Yeah, 1, 1, 1, 1, 6, 1. Lovely. 2s. Yeah. Interesting. Okay. Yep, that's done. 3s. Done. Not many 4s. Yeah, not many 4s at all. Even fewer 5s. 6, I get one more to reveal the grid. Right, we're going to have to come up with new tricks. Actually, there's a 1 missing. Where's that 1? 4. That's kind of it for the moment in terms of easy Sudoku. Not quite. 8 is none of these. Not this. That's 8. The rest of this is 6, 7, 9. May have to do a bit more coloring. Like with 6, 8, 7, 8, 9, maybe. 5's not here. Yeah, 5, 7, 9s. 7, 9, 5, 7, 9. And in here I have 8, which is actually placed. And then 5, 7, 9s. And then a third 5, 7, 9. Yeah, we are coloring again. Right. Let's remove these colors. Sorry, just having a think around how to color this effectively. Let's just go with it. Let's say green, orange, red. This would have to be green. This is not green or orange, but to be fair, it could be 6. That wasn't as helpful. Green and red are not here. Green and red are there. Yeah. This has to be, no, it could be green. In fact, it is green. Green is none of these cells. Can't be this one with night move. This is green. This is not green or orange, so either it's red or it's 6. Not very helpful. In fact, this is now orange, because that's not orange, and I need orange in here, so that is definitely 6. Because red would have been the 5 all along. Sleuth, pay attention. So that's 5. That's not 5. Neither of these are 5 now. That is not 6. This could be 4 or 7, 9. Less helpful. Yeah, less helpful for sure. Down here, I need another orange, of course. 7, 9. And then green is not here, it's there. And therefore this is broken. Because supposedly it's 8, and it definitely isn't 8. How did I manage that? I did something dodgy there. Right, so just colors, that's fine. None of these are 5, 7, 9, so that is definitely green. I'm good with that. And orange and red are 5, 7, 9s, which are not any of these cells. So this is red, orange, that's good. Green could have been a 5, so that isn't necessarily green. Right, so green is 5, we now know that. How do I figure this out? Obviously, this is another 5, 7, 9. So one of them is green, one of them is orange. Don't know. I think because I'm only using 3 colors as opposed to 5, this is probably why I'm not getting on very well. I think. I'm also essentially ignoring this 11, and maybe I shouldn't be. Not 6, not 5, for example. I mean, the way I broke it might be helpful, such as place the 8. Let's do that, which means this is 6, 7, 9. So these 3 cells are of different colors, of which one of them is a 6. So one of them is green or red, one of them is yellow. So you see, neither of them could be green because one of these is green. They see both cells. So this is like yellow-red, and therefore the green, that 5, 7, 9, has to be different from 6, 7, 9, and it forces it to be 5. Wow. That's harsh. I don't know if that's the right way of finding it, but I will take it. And then I've got 6, 7, 9s again, haven't I? I do. That and that is red and yellow. So this is not red and yellow. This is orange with 7, 9. And this is the other red yellows. Not liking the fact that I don't know anything about them. It does tell me this is not 5. This is 7 or 9. I can't tell which 7 or 9 it is. It's obviously a different one from this one. Different. 4, 8, and 5, isn't it? 4, 5, 8. Not 5, not 8. 5 tells me this is not 5, 6 anymore. This is 4, 7, which tells me orange is a 7. Red is 9. I can't do much with 9. I can remove 7 from all of these. 6, 9 pair. 4, 7 in here tells me this is another 6, 9. It does, doesn't it? No, I'm missing an 8. Yes, I have 7. Sleuth, what are you doing? You're absolutely murdering this. Back up, back up, back up, back up, back up. Right, let's just double check. This is definitely orange. I think the answer to that is yes. This is a 6, 7, 9 triple. And these 2 cells, which are red and yellow, see this cell. So this has to be 7 or 9. Then I have not 5, 6. So let's double check again. Not 2, 9, not 3, 8, 4, 7, and not 5, 6. That tells me orange is 9 this time. I don't know where I broke it earlier, but okay. And therefore another 6, 7. And 4, 7 tells me that is 6, and that is 7, and that is 6, and that is 7. And therefore this is yellow. I don't know if I'm going to keep the colors because they seem to have completely thrown off my game. And therefore this is 8. This is not 5. I actually still don't know what color this is, but at least it's consistent. The fact that this is 4, 5, 8 is still correct, and that is not 5, and that is not 8, and that this is a 7, 9 pair. All of that is accurate. So 7s are not here, not there. One of these is 7. That's kind of the extent of it. And then I'm just going to be very careful with the remaining Sudoku, so I don't have more embarrassing breakages. 5's not here. 5's not there. 5's in one of these 2 cells. Both of which, actually, what am I doing? Right, 5. Better. That means 5. That means 5's down here. 5 is up there. And that's it. Okay, that's 5's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8 is none of these. Sudoku says that's an 8. That's not an 8. That's the only place for an 8 is in here. Only place for an 8 is there. Down here now is 5, 6, 9. Not 6. And then 4, 7. That can't be 4. That's the 7. That's the 4. I need 7, 9, and a 6 in here. 6, 9. In fact, that's 9. That's 6. And therefore, that's 7 or 9. It's not 9. That's 7. That's 9. That's 7. That's 9. That's 4. That's 7. Doesn't quite help me, does it not? I think it does. Yeah, 4s are in here. So that's 5. That's 4. That's not 5. In fact, 4 is placed. And then this is not 5. This is 6, 7, 9. That is not 7 anymore. That's 6, 9. That is 7. That's the only place for a 5. That is 6 or 9. Not 9. 6, 9, 6. Not 9. 5, 9. How am I not resolving these 4s still? Okay. It's 4 and 7, isn't it? That's not 7. That was there a while ago. 7. That means that's the 4. I need 6. I need 8. And if I've not made more silly mistakes, that's 9 for the finish. Excellent puzzle, Meggen033. I'm glad I've not gone for something a little bit harder, given the slightly clumsy solve on my part. So that took... Yeah, like I said, I made it seem like a 2-star difficulty rated puzzle. Hope you guys had a much smoother solve and journey than I have, but I also hope that if you enjoyed the puzzle and the video, and I'll see you back soon. Bye-bye for now.